Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute. This music isn't right. The scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermorians. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tucker, coming at you over the airwaves on WNTF. Never mind the furthermore. Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you with the love and support of our good friends over at the Independent Creator Directory. That's indiecd.org. Your one-stop shop for the best and the brightest authors, artists, and musicians. Were made possible by sales of The Simple Sword, The Fighting Axe, and The Simple Spear, all part of my ongoing series of Western martial arts manuals designed to help you go from having never handled the sword to teaching the art to others. The Big Stumpy Robots line of books and games, because gaming should be cheap, it should be fun, and should involve the most blowing up of things ever. And, of course, Hates and Hellfire, a dark secret has claimed 2 lives and is hunting an innocent child at the edge of the Appalachian Mountains. Only his aunt, a plucky reporter, her cameraman, and a very odd cat stand. They stand. My brothers and sisters, they stand against the forces of darkness. Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. How are y'all all around the world? Today is November 7th, 2025, which means a few things round these parts. First and foremost, it means that I have spent the last 25 years, quarter of a century, attached to my lovely wife, 23 of them married. It is a beautiful, wonderful thing to be. Many of you will be catching this in the rerun or wondering, Nick, why on God's green earth are you, one moment, here? It's your anniversary. You said you might take it off. No, I did say might, and I do like to keep you guessing. You see, in my household, for all that the insanity reigns and all the oddity prevails, we also have this crazy idea that we like our patterns. And we've had a rough few days around these parts. A lot of people getting sick, a lot of people having bad days, a lot of people getting hurt accidentally. And it leaves us to this point. We like our patterns. So I spoke to Mandy and asked how she wanted the morning. And she's like, "You're still here." And I said, "Yes, I am still here. I am cuddling with you, dear." And she said, "Do you want to go do your show? Because then I could go clean on some things and I could bake. And I do like baking." I said, "Dear, it's our anniversary. We can do whatever the heck we want. And what works for us is kind of what works for us." Um, there have been gifts pebbled about through in the lead up to today. Little things because we're not very, dare I say, greedy people. We're not. Uh, I got her some earrings. She got me a new blaster from Goodwill. We are quite comfortable in where we are, and I think that's part of it. And I think this is what this has relevance. Bear with me. I'm not just beating my chest and going, "Behold the glory of a marriage that is held down, you know, held solid through flood and fire and famine." You know, several of the horsemen of the apocalypse. No, what we have, my duckies, is an understanding of each other and a dedication to do the work. See, everybody, we're in the first week of um, whatever is taking over for the NaNoWriMo. A lot of you are writing novels. And to the people who are dedicated and organized writing their novels this month, rock the heck on. You guys rule. You are doing it. I don't operate that way. That is not my normal. Mm-mm. And one of the most important things I find, both as I've grown up into the wonderful world of adultiness and the comfort of kind of getting where I never thought I'd make it. I mean, yes, my house is my house. It has its faults, but it's also my house. I have a wife, I have a son. We have epic challenges before us and behind us. But we're together in a world where that's a rarer and rarer thing. I did not do anything with my hair. It won the battle today. The first hair tie I found went ping, and I said, "Fine, you guys get wild and ruly, Nick." Um, but we went through that because we found what works for us. And every time the universe or a group of friends or something tries to convince us that what works for us doesn't, and we need to do something else, is when everything goes boink. So I am reaching a point of a healthy dose of the drug. Fuck it all. Uh, I'm going to do what works, what needs done, and gets it done. When it comes to being a writer, when it comes to being an author, uh, it's not what they tell you. I have written books. It took me 15 years to get my first draft on this. Next year is the 10-year anniversary of The Simple Sword. I have two little sequels. Both of those banged out relatively quickly, a matter of months. Uh, Haints and Hellfire, well, I'm not Haints and Hellfire, all the Curse of Haints and Hellfire, Through the Thinning Veil only took me a few weeks to compile the stories and translate the ones that were real into a fantasized version, and in the ones that were fantasy into as realistic a version as I dare, just to keep my audience guessing. My point on all this is you have to find what works for you to get the goal that you want. Okay? You have to work to get what gives you the the outcome you can sustain. And it really does boil down to finding the little bits of time and putting in the effort. And completely, you have to be prepared. You have to realize that you're going to just dork stuff up. Now, because of my upbringing, I have a pathological and terrible fear of failure, which is funny because failure and I, much like pain and I, are very good friends. We are well associated. And the terrible thing about it is, we still get scared. Now, I've done some things that did not do well. I've done conventions that cost me far more than I made, and it alternates, it goes. But after a while, you get to the point where you realize I failed far more than anyone ever tries. And there has to be something for pure, unadulterated stubbornness. I, in my youth, loved well, if not wisely. I cared about a lot of people who may, in a lot of ways, and a part of me will always care about a lot of those people. Um, a lot of ways. And I find myself missing them. But I also realize that there are a lot of ways to care about people. The spectrum and flavors of love are a millionfold. And in your youth, you can't always tell what kind you're dealing with. And sometimes you just you just cock it up. You just mess it up. And sometimes that messed up road is what was necessary to bring you to a place where you can find continuity. So, keep at it. A book is not written in a chapter a day. It's not written, it's written however you need to. Okay? Don't, for those of you who do not thrive under the booming pressure of, you know, specific deadlines, it's all arbitrary. Get it done. And when you get it done, I'm going to try to help you get it out there because that's what I do. Now, I'm hoping to hear back from some people in the very near future concerning, well, uh, some new ads. A couple people whom I love dearly in different ways need to create or update their ads. You know who you are, I hope. And I want you to reach out because I want all of you to succeed. And while we're at it, we have to define what success means to us. So I'm trying to pull us right back to what made this program so good. I want to pull us right back to what makes me feel like me. And there is no small amount of tism in my household. And I am not even being sarcastic about it. You know, there is a lot of acronyms floating about my household. And we work better when we find our rhythm. See, one of the great secrets, as we endure everything going on in the mainstream, everything that's going on in the news, you know, there it is a desire, I believe, by many forces in this world to make us move at a rhythm that is not our own. Because we especially in America, demonize slowness, that we underappreciate consistency, that we say it's boring. And in life, there are moments where you have to downshift and just grab at an opportunity that comes. But I think a great many people, places, and things thrive on us being panicked constantly. And for people like me, people like Mandy, people like many of the people who I suspect are in my chat, the people who've been with me for a long time, because a couple people in my chat, good Lord. And I never check it early, but uh, the there is a necessity to find our own rhythm. And for me, for example, life works really well if I can get in basically a kind of laid back bossa nova vibe. Like if I were to set the inner tune to the back of my mind to the girl from Ipanema, which, while somewhat problematic to some, does have a pining longing that I do admire. I am a romantic in the oldest sense of the word. Ah, Rome, how we miss thee. No, I'm kidding. I am kidding. I am not neither cool nor debauched enough to flourish in Rome. But you find your rhythm. It's that, and you get into the moments of that. I tell you guys, there's a groove out there. I really believe it. There's that point where you hit the lights and they start turning green, and you don't speed up, because if you speed up too fast, it closes down. You slow down, it you miss the window. You just have to find your groove, and once you find it, it will take what it takes to accomplish what you want. But a book that is written in 2 months and a book that is written in 20 years both result in a book that is written. Okay? Get what you need done at the rhythm you need to do it. And move at the pace that you need. And if you have to make adjustments, if that means living smaller than people telling you need to want these things, no, you don't. Some people getting their apartment, you know, that picture says men will say live like this and say there's nothing wrong, where there's a mattress in a corner, a TV, like a game system, and maybe a chair, you know, and they'll say that that's okay because it is. Now I literally have more things than I need, more things that I can use, and things I literally trip over. I'm in the middle of a purge, very slow purge, because it has to happen at the right time. Uh, and I'm going to be encouraging you all to a few actions as the days go by. But right now, I want to encourage you to slow down, to find what you need to find at a rhythm that will let you think, that will let you be you. And that's why I'm here today. Did I come on 10 minutes late? Yes. Was that because I was cuddling with my wife? Yes. But it's also that moment where I look at her and go, "What do you want?" And we've realized we don't like fancy outings and expensive dinners and noisy venues. There are a couple of ADHD diagnosed autistic leaning librarians. We like to sit and game and eat pizza in our living room and have baked goods and listen to music that's been out of phase for the last sometimes 50 years and sometimes just came out. We're eclectic. There's nothing wrong with living small. There's nothing wrong with not pursuing what people tell you should want, because there's a whole system in place that runs us all like a greyhound race. I believe everybody in their own way wants to run towards something, towards comfort, towards safety, towards healing. But there's a whole system that tells us that what you really need to do is chase that rabbit on a wire. Don't fall for it. No, don't fall for it anymore. And I think the world's waking up to it. If you really want that rabbit on the wire, you could make sure you do whatever you have to do to catch that rabbit on the wire. Don't get me wrong. But sometimes I want to chase myself out to a sunbeam and just solar charge, lay like this for a bit, and this got some cats around me, because that's what I'm pursuing in the moment. And over the arc, that's what I need. Find what you need. Find your calling, your long mission, and do that. Mine's real simple. I want to help people. I want to create stuff because my world is too big in my head for my head. It needs to come out. I want to make the world a little better. I want to survive. I want to do some other things, but that's it. Find what drives you. Find your life and live it. And when you do, you'll find the call, I think, towards your why. Once you find a why or two, then everything falls in place. But with that bit of a little excessive sincerity and no small amount of resisting the urge to sing the songs of my wife, which I don't need to advertise because I'm quite happy with her. You can't have her. Well, okay, except Train Joey. You know how you are. But I'm going to run an ad. I'm going to come back and we'll see what you guys have been up to. Because a few of you stout hearts are here this lovely, blustery morning. And I want to know what's going down. So be back in just under a minute. Hello, one moment, please. Hey, Lydia, you took Halloween off. This is a rifle charger that someone ran through the 3D upgrade. So it's got extended grip, a Picatinny rail, and strike buttstock receiver so I can put stocks on it, and the sexy, totally pointless, but bright orange flash suppressor. I love it. Mandy gave it to me. I realized I need to show it off. It purrs like a kitten, and it was a Goodwill find for cheaper than the cost of the normal blaster, with at least $50 in obvious attachments attached to it, because Goodwill is good to us. It was, well, yeah, usual pricing, $9.99. This is one of the most expensive blasters I buy from Goodwill, but this was my anniversary present. I thought I'd show it off, because I knew somebody would ask about the blaster. That being said, and that comment came through on the messenger, you are welcome. To those of you who are watching this, please like, share, and subscribe, because I do need to get the message out. Now, I've got a bit of comments coming through. Let's go. First through the doors, Graham. Hello, my dear. My Graham. How are you? 2 days. 2 days. 2 days. Monday's going to be a freaking blast, and you know it. Then Grim is 18, and all the metaphorical gloves come off, and shenaniganry will occur. They've been very busy trying to deal with the realities of sudden onset adulthood, and I'm going to help them best I can. Just had to deal with some stuff on my side, or why I should be wearing 2 braces, but I can't be that encumbered. Now, all the love in the world for Grim, and we're going down the line. Frontal and a bunch of garbage from Kit, we don't worry about. Well, I'm here, so ha ha ha! Yes. And hello. Hi, Robin. How you doing, dear? Robin is one of my oldest and dearest friends. Good morning, bunnies. Good morning to you, dear. But when it comes to Nerf, yes, it seems like I'm excessive. But almost all my stuff has been bought at extreme discount. A large amount of it is for flipping. And believe it or not, a larger amount of it is for an upcoming project, because I have known for some time that the economy is going to be very, very tight. And in knowing that, I've made certain preparations. Now, I'm going to watch how the world shifts, but I want to at least make sure that a lot of the kids in Fowler have options for free blasters. So I may have been plotting for quite some time, because I'm vaguely precog. That doesn't mean I'm not going to have some fun for myself, though. And yay! Congratulations. Thank you. Yeah, it's been a long road to get here. Ups and downs, ins and outs, but I think it's been worth it in the end. Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday to all. I almost recovered from Halicon. Looking forward to the weekend. That's what we want to hear, Chris. I hope you are having a wonderful weekend. I hope you are recovering. I hope you had a blast at Halicon. I'm basically waiting till tonight to possibly hear the tales of Halicon that can't be told in the public. And Robin's greeting Chris, and Chris is responding to Robin. Always happy to see you on. We always are. Bunnies, like the stream, please. I do these streams to provide edutainment to all of you. If it has value, please like it. Please share it around. The swordsman slept in. Huzzah! Hits the alarm, goes back to bed. I actually woke up at my usual time. And Mandy was still in bed, because she usually gets up before me, because I'm usually up late with Xander. It's part of our system. And I woke up, I rolled over, and I had a wife to cuddle with, so I cuddled with her. Mhm. And it was groovy. There was cuddling, and then inside jokery, and then deciding what today was going to be, and the realization that yes, indeed, when you're doing things right, you don't really want to shift a lot of things around. So we did that. Good morning, Dawn. Dawn is, of course, the mistress mind behind her the tales of her fashionable felines, Buddy and Georgette, who, of course, the picture is Georgette and Buddy. And I still, to this day, my Georgette picture, that's one of my favorite things I've ever drawn. I'm not being facetious. And let's see, where were we? Morning Dawn. I was only up till 2 after. It was only up to 2 after my. Well, I'm sure it'll get there. I have faith in my audience. And Chris is greeting Don Grimm and Houston Dave. Did I not say? Well, that was Houston Dave. But I want to hear about how your trip to the Renaissance Fair went, Dave, if you're still around. Because, oh no, did you buy anything? Did you find anything really cool? Details, man, details. Yeah. I spent some time doing a little bit of butling. I have no problem with a bit of spilled tea. And we've got greetings. And greetings. Everything has its place and time. Everything deserves to have its own time and space. And don't let others arbitrarily tell you you're behind or you're ahead. Lord knows I got that, Nick. Nick. You're 21. You'll be 22 when you get married. There's a lot of life ahead of you. Yes, and? Well, blah, blah, blah. Yes, and? I'm 44. I've been married. Oh, 22. No, wait. I was younger than that. Was I 22? I think I was 21. I have to do the math. I think I was 21. Oh, well, my age is irrelevant. We're together. I remember what day. That's all I need to know. But we find what gets us where we need to be. And then we do it. Bless you, Robin, seriously. Bless you, dear. Like back in my running days, a 4-minute mile is the same as a 15-minute mile. Yes, ma'am. And November is not Christmas. You'll note. Let me show you something. I'm going to show you something. I have this. I've had this for a while. You'll note it's not up because it's November. We are barreling quietly towards Thanksgiving. It is still technically the last day of Leafy Moss. Share your ebooks. But like all great holidays, you can keep the spirit of Leafy Moss. You can send ebooks to people with no warning. I'll probably give some warning if the content's spicy, because I know some of y'all. But where are we? But it is not Christmas time. I believe Thanksgiving is a holiday that deserves its respect. Time to do morning walk at the park. Nature and Muncie. What a way to be. I hope you enjoy it, Dave. Let's take time to sit with ourselves and celebrate our small accomplishments. Sit down with your thoughts and move on your own schedule. All the love in the world, kiddo. That's beautiful. November is Thanksgiving time. I can understand who gets this Christmas spirit early. Those who truly represent it are usually enjoyable to be around. Indeed. I said usually. There are some who are too much. Ross says, I have a November birthday, so I dislike overconsumption of Christmas in preparation for the darkest time before the renewal of the light. For me, and I'll get zapped like I always do, but I find Christmas hits somewhere between the 25th and the 1st. When all the requirements are finally done. And yes, I've had a couple of years where relatives move stuff around, and I finally went just f this. But moments where the lights are still up and you can turn the music on, but no one is demanding anything but peace. But we can celebrate, if you're celebrating Christmas as Christmas, to me, there's a bit of a reason for the season. Now, there's a lot of other holidays that run parallel, and a couple of them I suspect are called Christmas. But there is something special about that part of year. This time, though, there's something special about pulling in the harvest, about joining with those we love, and being appreciative. I think we need that. Then comes, the vigil. Give us that fat turkey. Now, I won't turn down a good turkey bird. Hello! We thought there's no show due to the anniversary. Hello, everyone, and happy anniversary. So did I. I wasn't sure, and I asked Maddie what she wanted to do. And what she wanted to do was our regular routine. So, as the train goes rumbling by, just for extra impact, let's keep with that regular routine and run an ad. Be back in you know what? Let's get musical. Be back in just under a minute. Feel free to sing along.
It's time to scan, that is the plan, with Carl and Dawn to catch a fawn or unicorn. We're so forlorn, we got a cap, so here's our rep. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we've got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too. Munsey is good exercise, good for your heart and for your thighs. Dawn is such a lovely lass. Come on, Dawn, get off your chair. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too.
That's right, folks. Now, I didn't yell chair because I don't want to blow out everybody again. We want as mellow and reasonable an evening as possible. And let's see. But yes, hello, Donna, and hello, Uncle Carl. I hope you both are doing well. I figured you guys are probably still doing a lot of recovery from the convention and saving it all up for Friday night. Now, I don't expect to make it much into the green room, this one, for obvious reasons, but you guys gotta love a good morning show, and I try to provide one. Hey, everyone, happy anniversary! Happy anniversary! Yep, happy anniversary and morning bunnies. I understand I prefer gradual build-up before Thanksgiving, a song or a few hints of season, but focus on Thanksgiving and fall with as little Mariah as possible. Oh, Mariah and I, to get mildly political, Mariah and I are having extra falling out this year. But she knows what she did. No, a lot of people, due to what's going on in America, what's going on in the world, are boycotting the big crazy spending this year. In part because with current events, it might be better to quietly and calmly fill your pantry than spend a bunch of money on presents that a lot of people don't even want because you feel socially obligated to. I hate to put it that way, but and Mariah just did the commercial where the elves are boycotting. And what can I say? It won't be the first time I've supported the elves. So yeah, take care of your family, take care of yourselves. Don't overextend. Shop small. Buy thrifted, buy used, make things for Christmas, share with your heart, but don't let the big guys have access to your pocketbook. Because sometimes the best thing we can have to celebrate is the ability to come together and to appreciate that we can, or at least many of us, without fear of being torn apart from the ones we love, and with love and support to those who have. Is it chipper? No. Is it the truth? Yep. Is it what I'm going to bring you? You bet your sweet bippy, as my mom might say. But, ah, exactly. And there was hardly any drinking and cigar smoking due to the cold, but there was drama. Of course, there was drama. Love me some good drama. Yes, I have a rule in my house that Christmas music is not playing until after Thanksgiving. Excuse me. Also, 12 days of Christmas is 25th through the 1/8ish. And yeah, that's about where I live, where I can say, leave me alone. I'm enjoying the spirit of goodwill. My wife spends more at the Renaissance Fair than I do, as it should be. But I always hope that you get something sharp and shiny. My babies. Yep, happy anniversary. Dave, we at level 1 in Muncie once a few more do their first captures. Oh, married at 23. Now almost 31 years later and daughter in college. It's been a great ride. Yep, my son is 16 years old, but due to his special needs, he'll probably, assuming we can find some progress on some behavioral issues, uh, he'll probably live with us as long as we can financially support him. Uh, that's just the world we live in today. And it is an amazing ride. Cool, Dave. November is the month of giving thanks, mostly because I, Trey, my bestie Dan, and Witzman Dude were all born in November. See, that's a lot of great people. As were Grim, and as were Robin. Yay, Robin, another November birthday. Today's high 88 degrees. On Monday, it will be 40 degrees. Oh, yeah, I actually have to do some stuff that involves me and a roof, possibly, to do some window repair before it gets too cold. We will see. And Donna, there are people who are not so glad that Witzman Dude was born, especially the lawn guy. I'm not sure which one that one is. And the city council. Yep. Yeah. MP done. Mm-hmm. Perfect music. Indeed. I love that song. But chair. Thanks for the ad. Yep. This time I wasn't up to it. I had to take care of something. I'm using November Baby too. I have a lot of November babies. Witzman Dude, you know what Aunt Donna has to say to them? Can't hear, not the green room. Waves tiredly from lurking. Hey, we're glad you're lurking, Foxy. Blinks, nods tiredly at Foxy. Well, there's love. Love for Foxy. Hope you're doing well. Buy jewelry and knit animals. Speaking of Foxy, you know what? Let's just do this.
Hi, I'm Auntie Foxy, and I'm a crafting addict. I make custom jewelry from recycled materials, and Foxy has wares if you have coin. You can find me at indiecity.org/about-auntie-foxy. I hope to see you there.
Alrighty. And I do love this. As I see these sort of greetings, but buy jewelry and knitted animals from Indie CD. Indeed, amazing people are doing amazing things. I know the site is under reconstruction. I know that, I didn't even get a brush through my hair. I know that Joe Bachman is working his derriere off. And since he's not here, y'all need to we need to plot some kind of massive thank you to Joe. I don't know what, I don't know how, but we need to do a massive thank you to Joe Bachman. Plotting and suggestions are always welcome. Hey, Foxy, 12 days of turkey legs. 19 years for Ted and I at the end of the month. I may or may not be in the green room tonight. Found out yesterday that my grandmother passed away. You have my deepest condolences. As BCAM would say, I hope all the memories are golden. Buy from members of the Independent Creator Directory and support those who create and express their talents and abilities. Indeed. Don't get pulled into the crazed spend fest at the big box store. Just sit it out. Not only is it a wonderful political message, it's better for your personal economics. Just sit it out. With everything that's going on in the world and everything going on in this country, the best thing we can do is say, no, we're not going to support this with our money. And yeah, oh no, Foxy, sending love and hugs. Condolences, Foxy. Oh, then happy birthday to you next week, Dave. Another Nepo November baby. I see how it is. It wasn't totally unexpected since she was naive. Still sucks. Now we'll see if my uncle tries to do anything. Of course they will. They're relatives. Big hugs for you, Foxy. Little Nia Cat is going back to therapy for her depression, executive function disorder, CPTSD, and still trying to leverage her hyperfixation into an MFA. All the hugs in the world. All the hugs in the world for her. Seriously. And for you. Tired, Donna. It's been a week for sure. And mine's next week too, Dave. Well, okay, so somebody needs to message me the assorted birthday so we can start having like birthday celebrations and things on the streams more often. Preparation makes my life easier. I cook more this time of year. I like pasta and lasagna. Add some garlic breadsticks and mozzarella dipping sauce. Very similar. We had rotini last night with pepperoni-based sauce. It was very good. Well, happy to you too. Happy to you both. And yours is the 11th? Okay, I need notes, you guys, because I will not be able to keep track of this. Now I kind of want lasagna. That's what you don't know. I always want lasagna. Making me hungry, Dave. I'm always hungry. No. Not only will our birthdays this month, but Witchman Doodle is celebrating 38 years at the end of the month. Rock on! 38 years? Has it been that long? Nick and Garfield are besties. Yes! Oh no, not Nick with some orange cat energy. That could never happen. Although usually I'm accused of being more golden retriever energy. And that's okay too. And cheers to Carl. See, we need to celebrate these things in ourselves and in each other. Because those are the messages that make life worth living. Also, that's two educational moments. The Vampire from Sesame Street. And now, a word from one of my favorite sponsors. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm delighting over here because, and I'll have to try to get it to work. And Lord knows, Tech and I have an understanding. But I got somebody's uh, Twitch type stuff. I think, or is that a Tumblr? I'm never sure with that logo. But definitely a Discord, Spotify shenanigan-y thing. And I am ecstatic because that means I get to promote some people on, we can get more eyes on them and work and good stuff. It just all starts Monday. So, back to the comments about Terry. What'd Terry do? That's my uncle. He's like a deacon. He does church things. Cheers, Carl. Thesis and I are sitting at about 22 years next spring. Well, that's good. How is Thesis? I haven't seen him around. He's been working his butt off on the streams, but I just hope he's doing okay. I nabbed that Bana in a moment of weakness in a bar. Wedding anniversary is on Thanksgiving. See, that's how it's done. Good job, Carl. At least you got me instead of my friend who I rescued from hitting on. See, won the jackpot. And that's why you have a big box of milk. I do. And I love them. And I use them. They are right over here. And that's why I need to get the information so I can write the notes. You are a goddess, Robin. Goddess of bunnies, which does have some both musical tendencies and hints at fertility. Dangerous line of thought, especially today. So I'm going to keep on moving so I don't get myself in trouble. Library bunny. Mm-hmm. Gotta love libraries. Now, let's see. What are my plans for the day? You're like, but it's your anniversary. Yes, it is my anniversary. And the wind is positively howling outside. I have to check the weather. I still have to unload the truck a bit because I have to look at the weather and see if it's going to do that evil 4-letter word soon. And do some cleaning and prep because Mandy's going to be baking and she loves to bake. And she's going to bake and she's going to listen to her Chinese dramas on her little phone, and she's going to merge her dragons and have a very nice, very chill time because that's how we roll. Excuse me. I am going to be possibly unloading, depending on what I can do, tending Xander, possibly cleaning. It's exciting. There is some art that might come trickling down, and there's some work in here that might occur. Also exciting, but you know what? I'm here for that. I am here for the domesticated Nick energy. Because if ever I stop being domesticated, I would go directly to feral. And I don't think anybody wants to deal with a feral Nick. And, hi, Library Bunny. Lilac Bunny, autocorrected. It happens. I like both. Ooh, chainmail. That is so awesome. Maybe you can do like Foxy used to, where you can stream your hands actually doing it if you're uncomfortable showing your face. And I'd love to see some chainmail by you, dear. Foxy, y'all don't look old enough to have been together that long. We get that a lot. But I'm 42, he's 45. We just don't look at it old. Well, it happens. And it's amazing what certain types of living. No HFG tonight. I may actually have to do at least a brief one. I'm operating on the I don't know. I may do an HFG. I may not. That's why I leave the door open. Because again, we do better with a calm, standardized evening. You know, Carl, we could be Foxy and Thesis's parents. Don't get us fooled. You're just trying to get Foxy to call you daddy. Anyway, or at least aunt and uncle. Oh, that was a terrible bit of humor. I should feel sorry. And since I should feel sorry.
Hi, bunnies. This is Robin Yoda, just wanting to let you know I have a Twitch channel. It's twitch.tv/Robin Yoda. You can catch me there Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Pacific playing Stardew Valley, Saturdays at 2 p.m. playing The Sims 4, and Sundays at 10 a.m. Pacific playing a random game from my Game Pass library. You can also find me Mondays on my YouTube channel, Robin Yoda the Lilac Bunny. I hope to see you all there. Thanks for watching.
And we do have her update.
Welcome, welcome, bunnies. It's Robin Yoda. My Twitch stream has changed. I'm playing Saturdays and Sundays at 2 p.m. If there's any schedule change, I'll let you know by posting on X, Blue Sky, and sometimes Facebook. You can follow all my socials, Robin Yoda the Lilac Bunny, and sign up for my YouTube channel. It's also Robin Yoda the Lilac Bunny, where I repost all of my streams. So come join me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Robin Yoda for some awesome streams. And once again, thanks for watching.
Thanks for everything you do, Robin. Seriously, you are an angel of music. Just a whole lot prettier than the last one. Need to do Mander anniversary shenanigans, not the green room. I'm evil. Remember, at that point of that night, our 16-year-old's autistic son will be wide awake. Shenanigans are probably fairly unlikely, and that's okay too. You'd better be aunt and uncle than what I had for sure. Oh, you'd be a better. That's true. Good morning, Joe. How are you, good sir? It's excellent to hear from you. Morning, Joe. Hi, Joe. Morning. Hey, Donna. Hey, Joe. In that case, we'll be your aunt and uncle at Foxy. There you go. Found family. It's canon. I have a gaggle of people. I have my beloved strays I want to adopt. But I can't be greedy. I have to always work towards what's best for them, not what's best for me, which is to acquire everyone and keep them safe. Because then people think I'm like a cult leader. It's a canon event. I was there. Da 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 da. Have a good day, weekend, everybody. You too, Robin. You know I love you, kiddo. You have a great one. And hugs. We take care of our own around these parts. But you are a cult leader. You're a DM. That's right. I keep the M in DM, if you know what I mean. Got to make a phone call. If y'all are done before I go back, have a great Friday, all. Okay. You do what you got to do. We'll do what we got to do. And we'll keep on trucking. We'll keep on keeping on. Nick, you say cult leader like it's a bad thing. It's been accused. But once I get my yard fixed and my health fixed, if I can keep from dislocating major joints. Cryptid. Excuse you, sir, baking pardon? Look. See, we go here. Also not a cryptid. Proof positive. This is me not being a cryptid. Yes. Sweet obedience delights my heart. The cult of cryptids. Oh, God, now this is going to be a thing. Ooh, Foxy, that makes two COCs. Oh, God. Oh, God. What's better than one cop? Anyway, not the green room. Jeez. Y'all. Yo. And I will say this, it is funny. This one is just going out to Grim, because Grim is one of the few people who will understand this. Grim! Oh! Oh, you fiendish little one. Oh! 2 days. 2. Yes, but I can only count to 4. I can only count to 4. No, Grim. You have no idea how funny all this is, because I took that little quiz. I found that quiz that was so popular in the D&D group, and I did indeed take it. The quiz. And no one would be surprised. No one. It actually got me a new title. Oh, yes. You want to be in the green room for a bit tonight. I want to. We will see. We will see. If not, somebody give me good Cliff's notes, because I will want to know things. Oh, no. Oh, yes. Yes. I am allegedly 100% the tamer of brats. But, among other things, with that bit of horror to stimulate your minds, it is past the hour. I'm going to run another ad, and then we'll wind down unless folks have something pressing they need help on, desire for, etc. If that is the case, let me know. If not...
Hello, I'm Dan Hallfield. I'm the senior editor and publisher of Abelian Webzine, the world's oldest free creative writing e-zine since 1997. Since then, we have helped over 500 amateur writers learn what they needed to turn pro. www.aphelion-webzine.com and read not only what we've got going on right now, but 28 years worth of our archives of stories. Thank you very much.
Yep. Expect email. Oh my. Oh, you know what? At this point, I could use hilarity. Seriously. Dad is writing again. I know. It's so great. I can't wait to see what he does. I can't wait to see what you guys are doing. It was a Halcyon miracle. Please, sir, can we have some more? Dan throws open the window and goes, boy, what day is it? Why, it's the day before Halcyon, sir. Go out and fetch me the greatest editor that you can buy with these shillings. You know, ones who can actually spell and kern. Oh, the villainy. What is this? What's this? What's this? It's happening everywhere. What's this? What's this? Nick hasn't got a care. No, my job, whenever possible, is to encourage and elevate people, and then ninja poof before any credit can be done. I am delighted to see when I don't even have to do my work. I get to watch you guys elevate yourselves and go, yes, the world is a better place. Keep it up, y'all. Keep it up. And with that, I have one other ad. You guys think I'm going to skip this ad? You think I would miss out because she's doing something that required her not to be here? Nah. Because even when you're not here, Kat, you're always in my heart.
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel. But otherwise, I am Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my Rock and Roll Art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
Yeah, folks, because it's all about arting. I want you guys to create what moves you, what you're passionate, and I want you to appreciate that we are, as of 11/7/2025, still most of us in a country where one can be creative and speak the truth. So do so calmly, coolly, and with the authority that comes from being a creative, guys. And keep writing, keep drawing, keep creating, because as long as you do, you can edit it, you can improve it, but you can't edit a blank page. I love you, and you should too. And I will see you all very soon. Worst come to worst, we'll be back on a regular broadcast schedule with bonuses Monday. But I hope to see you all a bit sooner. Till then, toodles!